might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Loop is out, and I'm ready to send this one away. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Williams on the carry. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Prescott now on third down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up fourth and long. Well, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Cowboys punting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
All set to go now from the 35. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, That's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Henry running left. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar off to play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. First down, here's Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. We'll give to Henry on the inside handoff. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Throwing again is Dak. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. They get 19 on that pickup. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Here we go. Friday.
Prescott now off the play fake. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run. This is Williams. And that's good for a gain of 5. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here we go. Wide in.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Wide in.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Handoff here to Sanders. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. 30 into the red zone. And the Ravens will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This is Henry on 2nd. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Bronk. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash.
A 33-yard attempt.
Loop knocks it through. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, when he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. Schoonmaker's there to haul it in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And That'll be good for Dallas. First down.
First down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
5-yard line.
What do you think?
Dak off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So second down coming up.
Hey, we're going to 54. Wide eight. What do you think?
Back to the air. Prescott has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
What do you think?
On the give, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
What do you think?
Here's Sanders once more. Running down the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points in this game.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody. For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump. They'll get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Ball set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Rasheen Ali on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Another run for Henry. The second down run good for 4, and it brings up third down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Turning to Henry on third. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. On fourth down, snap to Jackson. Oh, try and force it into the slants. It's intercepted. Logan Wilson has it. And the Cowboys are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Kill.
Prescott to throw. Screen here for Williams. Has a lane inside the 35. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be, better bring your best. When you stand
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah! Hey, wide, hey!
Straight ahead with William. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
There we go, wide, hey!
And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. Yep. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ollie to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down,
So 1st down from the 41. Now here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. Took off with it again. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. To turn the interception into a drive that starts at their own 45-yard line. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on seconds. Play fake. Jackson gets everything he has under this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yeah! Here we 26.
First down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Here we 20.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First and 10 at the 25.
Throwing on first is Prescott. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Here we go 46. 48. Here we go 47. Hey, kill. 26.
On second down, a run with Williams. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go. Right sliding. 26.
First down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Pass it down close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ali to return it. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Now Jackson off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. He tucks it and takes off. Gain 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
A design run. Jackson keeping it. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get him behind the line. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice gain. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action now with Jackson. Connects on the crosser. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, they say you never go broke taking a profit. Just find that completion. And it may not be a Benjamin, but even those little dollar bills start to add up.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They run it with King Henry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
It's one. It's one. All right. It's one.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. Wide eight.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. This fine Schoonmaker complete. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Sanders running dead ahead. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Ali to return it. Manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. set of downs for him from the 31. First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 6 yards.
Jackson to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. A give right side to Henry. It goes as no gain on the 3rd down run, and now they face 4th down.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Desperation time here. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free out, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Just spend, make our own, we don't follow the trends. 100 on our own expense. Only live once, so we let's take, don't miss. Pour them all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just flown in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On play action, Goff going to fake the end around and look to throw. Kenneth Murray. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's second down.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long.
180!
Off play action. Here's Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 8 yards.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah! Here we go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there. For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 54. Why ain't? What is it?
On play action, Prescott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 35. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
But it's certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The 35-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. All right, hey. Kill.
Throwing. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back to and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor today. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's gone. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ric Flair.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Pardon, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
What's that?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are back within a score. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Lions 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Yeah! Here we go, boy!
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 69 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. Special teams, the spark that often wins games.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Yeah! 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, here we go. I took one in.
Prescott now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the lead will hold at 10.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. That's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards.
Here's Goff.
And it's 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. The 20, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Left side to Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Aubrey good with the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On to Gibb. Here's Gibbs. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I think we all suspected that they were going back there enough. He found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now Williams running left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Now Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The Cowboys field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Donovan Ezeraku.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Goff off the bootleg.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 44.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. 480. Here we go, 47.
Williams will try again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on second down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, second down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. That had brought up third down. They'll have to throw it anyway. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
On play action, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
46. 26.
Here's Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first. Down here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 18-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here we go. Play fake.
Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
47.
Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Prescott. Screenplay set up for Williams. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Yeah! Here we go, boys! 26.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles.
They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Goff looking to throw. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they bring this one inside the 35.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
47, 48.
4th down, Prescott. He'll try to do it himself. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Listen. 180. What's that?
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.